Hi, cookie friends! Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for choosing to spend some time with me today while I decorate overcooked cookies. And no, I don't mean like overcooked, like overbaked cookies. I mean from the video game, Overcooked. Do you know what I am talking about? If not, these stories are going to be so weird to you, probably. This is one of the craziest video games I've ever played, but it has absolutely taken top spot, even knocking Mario Kart off my number one game, because Mario Kart was always my number one, but now Overcooked is absolutely my number one game. So before I get into the details of the game, I just wanted to share with you how I made these cookies. So each cookie is filled with a glaze icing, and I let that dry overnight. And then I use my Pico projector, PICO projector. And it's really great. It's a small compact projector where you can hook it up to your laptop or your phone and you can project images of what you want. So I was able to find the overcooked characters from the video game and I was able to project it on the cookie, and I used some stiff black glaze icing to do the outline. I let that set for maybe, I don't know, 3 hours. And then I was able to come in with my food coloring. I use gel food coloring and vodka, and I can mix that together and I do watercoloring. The vodka, like the alcohol in the vodka, does wear off, and then you're left with a really cool watercolored cookie. And the reason why you want to use alcohol and not water for the watercoloring is because the water will actually eat away at the icing and the alcohol does not. So, if you ever want to try to paint your own cookies, definitely use an alcohol-based liquid and not water. Now let's get into the fun part here. So if you've never played Overcooked, it is actually like a co-op cooking game where you and your best friends can choose to embark on this journey together and cook meals in order to save like the Onion Kingdom. There's like an Onion King, and you got to save his kingdom by cooking these meals. And it's wild. It's honestly like probably the game that two people who are getting married should play to make sure that they can like go through all of life's challenges together. And if you've played Overcooked and you are still in a relationship after the game is done, then I think you're good for marriage. Really, it's crazy. It's one of those games where everyone is supposed to work together, but like not everybody can be the leader, and somehow everyone is yelling, and you really have to like strategize. You have to like look at the levels of the kitchens that you're baking in and really figure out the right way to do this. You got to communicate, you got to trust each other, and you have to accept that someone, maybe you, is going to forget to like cook the rice or clean the plate. It's just really crazy. And if you haven't played, I hope you do. So at first it seems really simple, right? Like, okay, chop this lettuce, chop this tomato, put it on a sandwich or on a hamburger bun, make this soup. But then it just starts to get crazy because you're not in like a normal kitchen. You're in a kitchen that has an earthquake happening, and then the floor on one side rises up, and then you're all the way down and you can't get to the oven, or you're on this pirate ship and it's moving from side to side and the oven keeps moving from side to side, or you're in this kitchen that's like a maze to get around all the countertops and there's mice coming in to steal your food, and then you got to worry about cooking your food, make sure the mice don't get the food, you got to swat the mice, deliver. It's just like so much. So one of the um levels that we played with my family, it was on an iceberg, and you had to deliver food to penguins, and it tore us apart. It really did. I needed to play. Like, you have to get 3 stars to really beat the level. Like, do the best you can on each level. And I couldn't get the 3 stars. So my sister and I were playing, and we must have played, like, I kid you not, for 5 hours straight. We were exhausted. And the game is now banned from my sister's house. My brother-in-law will refuse to play it. My nieces run into the other room when I pull the game out. My sister will still play with me. My husband, he plays, but we kind of put a time limit on that, like 20 minutes max, and then, we're good with Overcooked. But my sister is my true Overcooked buddy. We can do this forever. Even when we were younger, we used to play Mario Kart together for hours and hours. So I feel like her and we are a solid team. Oh, and that iceberg level that we were playing was insane because we had 2 seconds left to get the plate to the window to deliver it, and she like dropped it. and we were all holding our breath. It was crazy. She picked it up and delivered it, and we finally, after 5 hours of playing, were able to stop. And here's the Onion King. I was talking about the Onion King who you gotta like save his kingdom from this meatball spaghetti monster by cooking the best meals you can. This is the Onion King. So let me know if you have ever played Overcooked, if you've ever heard of it, if you ever are going to play, and let me know what your favorite level is, your favorite character. The characters are so fun. There's like, you've seen them here. There's like a zombie, an orange cat, there's a raccoon in a wheelchair, there's a snowman, there's a dinosaur, there's a pig. It's so much fun. Let me know who your favorite is and if you ever want to play. And if you have any questions about the cookie decorating itself, I am happy to help, and I will see you next time, cookie friends.